evening. All right, people. All right. Live watch a long time. How we all doing? How we all doing? We get a few in here. We got the cranberry juice. Boom. Look at that. Cranberry juice. So we're good to go tonight. We're good to go tonight. Live watch along. Now, doing this one a bit later just because I really wasn't arsed with the rest of the card. I just wasn't. It just did. The rest of the fights on this card, none of them really appealed to me. So I just wanted to see the co-main, which is a good fight. It's a little scrap. The co-main and the main. They were the only fights I really wanted to see. So we've got Benn Smith versus Tommy McCarthy on now, which is a good little scrap because these two guys had a fun fight at fight camp. Had a really good fight at fight camp, actually. Really good night. Really good fight. So this rematch I expect is going to be good. I haven't given a pick on this, but I would expect Benn Smith to win this fight and to probably win this fight a bit more decisively. He just has significantly less miles on the clock than Benn Smith. I didn't see the Bam Gardner fight. I heard it went the distance. I heard it wasn't that entertaining. I heard they had Bridges on commentary. Some people were saying she was all right. Bridges on commentary. Bridges would be good banter. She would have her on commentary. And then, of course, Barry McGuigan is there. Jesus. Um, I didn't think him and Hearn were on the best of terms. They certainly weren't a few years ago. I don't know if things have changed now. And I seen Campbell Hatton's fight. That kid, they need to be extremely careful with that kid because he did not look good at all in that fight. I mean, the amount that kid was getting hit with clean shots. If that guy had any semblance of punching power, if his technique was a little bit better, Campbell Hatton was in a world of trouble. Seriously, they need to be very careful with that kid. I've heard, now, someone wants to correct me on this. I've heard that there's currently about 6,000 fans in, we're just going to call it the MEN. That's what I'm used to calling it. There's currently about 6,000 fans packed into the MEN for this fight. That is kind of, I was expecting the 10K mark because I thought there was more. I know it's roughly about 18, 19,000 you could fit in it. So I would have thought Conor Benn would have done at least the 10K mark. Maybe I'm overestimating Conor Benn there. But they definitely don't have the top of it. You can tell that's blacked out. So that's locked off. So both guys are in the ring now. They are just literally doing the announcements, and we've got the judges: Swedish, Hungarian, and Montenegro for the European title, of course. So very seldom you get even, well, you get the odd British judge there, but you don't tend to get the full clean sweep of them. So McCarthy, Benn Smith, European title, take two. All right, we are going to do a bit of commentary on it. The main event, I'm partially interested in. I want to see if Conor Benn's made any improvements. He's been improving fight by fight, so we'll see how he goes there. But in terms of the opponent, Van Heerden, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Haha. uh, Look, I'm worried that that fight's going to go one of two ways. The preferred option is Conor Benn just blows this guy out there and we have something to talk about. I really hope Van Aert doesn't spoil and try and survive because I think it's a 12 rounder. That could be painful to watch, people. That could be painful to watch if that happens. Painful. 32 in the build, and big up to everyone in the chat. We're going for the next, I reckon, another hour and a half. I reckon this is a 12 rounder. Now we're straight into the main. So I reckon, what time is it now? It's about 9:30. I reckon in an hour's time we'll have Benn versus Van Heerden, and then it probably, I reckon that fight's going about 4 or 5 rounds. I reckon about 4 or 5 rounds we'll get out of that fight. Realistically, 4 or 5, maybe less, but in around the 4 or 5 KO or in the 4 or 5 region, and Benn by KO, of course. It's Spence and Ugas we're looking forward to. That's the fight I want to see tonight. That's the fight I'm interested in the most. Errol Spence, Yordenis Ugas. I really want to know how that's going to go. If you had some money So the odds were good. Wouldn't rule out putting a bit of money on what energy you guess. Wouldn't rule it out. Picking out Spence, but I wouldn't rule it out. So both guys got the referee's instructions. McCarthy with Pete Taylor. Big Pete, Don Taylor. I reckon he is going to be sweating bricks. All right, fights just got started. McCarthy versus Billum Smith. I didn't realize Billum Smith was 31 years old. I thought he was way younger than that. Jesus. So both guys feel each other out. Billum Smith establishing the jab early on. McCarthy looks a bit. He looks a bit. I didn't like the look on his face there. That could be just a generic look there, but he looked kind of almost a bit like a fish out of water there. Clinch up in the ropes. McCarthy trying to push Billum Smith back into the ropes, doing some work, but he's not going to get much work done if he has his man pushed up because both arms are tied up. McCarthy with the kind of Philly shell-like defense, leads with a left hook. Billum Smith takes that on the glove. Billum Smith looking to establish his jab by hitting around the back of the head straight away. Referee's breaking them up straight away. Oh, some jabs go in from McCarthy. Billum Smith needs to go and move his head. Doesn't want to take too many jabs. If he gets into a jabbing match, I don't know who would come out best in that. I think Billum Smith may have the edge there with the height and reach. The slight reach, I should say. Very messy start to this fight. I remember in fight camp it was a good fight, but this one's been quite messy. Quite messy from early on. Both guys, they're either looking to establish the jab or they're looking to kind of do work on the inside, but neither guy really able to take a foothold so far. McCarthy just probing, shots to the body, don't seem to phase Billum Smith, swinging and miss with the jab. Billum Smith looking to feint in, jab straight into a clinch again. So another clinch in the first round. McCarthy and Billum Smith fighting with the free hand, both guys jostling for position, and both guys take back center ring. Oh, some good shots go in there from Billum Smith. McCarthy retaliates, left hook misses. Lead left hook from Billum Smith. McCarthy holds. I think he felt that. Didn't look like it had much on it, but McCarthy certainly held. McCarthy, a fighter who's been down in his career. He's been stopped a few times as well. Always shown a bit of fragility in the punch resistance department. Famously was stopped in 2019 by Richard Riakporhe, a man who also Craig Billum Smith went the distance with and lost a very narrow split decision. Lee, counter right hand from McCarthy lands in. Very, very tentative, edgy first round. Both guys a bit all over the place in this first round. Again, heads come very close there. Both guys back in the center of the ring. Over the hand, over the top right, misses from Billum Smith. And McCarthy and Billum Smith back up close again. Neither man really taking a foothold in the first round. This is going to be a tricky fight to score. If this is how the fights are going to go, that's a tricky round. That's a very, very tricky round. I think the cleaner shots in this first round, apart from those, they were at the back of the head. Referee, straight in there. Get in there. The cleaner shots coming from Billum Smith in this first round. I think I just edge him in that first round. Let's get to the chat. Boxing Stone. Campbell Hatton should be fighting at MTK Global. I think a lot of fighters will be distancing themselves from MTK Global. Just a hunch. Good evening, G-Man. Great night of boxing. I wish they didn't put so many shows on at the same time, because I don't know how the boxer show is going or anything like that. Top of the evening, my fine fellow. Good evening, Big Pete. Yo, yo. Who you picking, G-Man? For Spence, you guess. I've got Spence, definitely. Majority or split decision. Majority or split decision. Conor is improving every fight. Excited to see his progress. He is. He's improving. I just wish the opponents would improve as well. Nah, mate. No. I'm going to do a review in the morning. I'll get a review up in the morning, and we'll talk about it then. I'll be up early enough tomorrow anyway, so I normally go running on a Sunday, so I'll be up early enough to do a review of that. But for tonight, I pick and choose a lot of the time what fights I do and don't stay up for, and this is one that I just don't bother. For me, I would just prefer to chill and just have a normal night. I pick and choose which ones I stay up for and which ones I don't. Second round, we are 30 seconds in to the second round, and again, this fight's been very, very messy so far. Certainly from the outside looking in. Whoa! Whoa! I actually, no, never mind, never mind, never mind. The right hand went in from McCarthy, and the way Bill Smith ducked down, it looked like he was actually buzzed by it. So the whoa, but right hands do go in from Bill Smith there. McCarthy takes them flush. Now looking to hold. Starting to heat up now in this second round. Definitely starting to heat up in this second round. Both guys starting to throw some haymakers. First round was very messy, very much a feeling out round. But now the guys are starting to let the fist go. Now both guys are looking to go offensive. Batalha versus Daniel is a great fight. Great fight. I'm looking forward to catching up on that. Overhand right counter, swing and a miss from McCarthy. That was closer to landing in the ceiling than it was to landing on Bill Smith. But body shots from McCarthy, jab from McCarthy. Good work so far from Tony McCarthy in this second round. Bill Smith, I think, got the better of the first round, but McCarthy definitely doing better work in this second round. Body shots went in just there from McCarthy. They are looking to clinch a little bit too much. They're falling into some of these clinches. Definitely not as eye friendly as the first fight so far, anyway. But we are only 2 rounds into a possible 12. Again, Boca, good counter right, or good counter left hook on the inside from Bill Smith. McCarthy was boring in. Referee giving him a warning. Has been very messy as far. Very messy fight. Oh, the heads come very close again there. I think both guys might need to worry about that because the heads are coming very close. McCarthy backs Bill Smith up the ropes again. Probing in the center of the ring, looking to set up some feints. Right hand blocked by Bill Smith. Guys backed up again, the ropes again. Freed up. Both guys just playing the game of the feints, looking to draw each other in. That right hand almost missed, or almost hit, I should say, from McCarthy. 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Better round this for Tommy McCarthy. I think he took a foothold on this round. But again, some very sloppy fighting going on in here. Some very messy stuff. Oh, some good shots on the inside from Bill Smith. McCarthy retaliates as the round ends. Very sloppy fight so far. G-Man back in this. Yeah, mate. Back in it. You know how we do. You know how we do. Shane McGuigan in the corner of Bill Smith. Shane McGuigan, one of the best trainers in the UK. Yeah, Batalha versus Danny Jones is a great fight, mate. Great fight. That fight's going to be fun. That I guarantee that fight is going to have. Oh shit! I dropped the phone. That fight is going to be fun. That fight is going to have plenty of action. It's going to be good fun to watch. It's going to be real good fun to watch. Let's look at some of the shots that landed here in the second round. For my money, yep, McCarthy definitely got the better of that second round. Landed a lot more cleaner shots. Definitely was the more effective of the two. When is Conor fighting? He should be on at about 10:30, I reckon. 10:30, I reckon. I reckon that's about right when Conor Benn will be on. We go into round number 3. I'm not saying anything, sorry, I'm just watching this fight. Both guys in the middle. Oh, good jab goes in there from Bill Smith. Both guys are just probing now at the minute. Like they're literally just jostling for position. And there's a lot of clinching going on. And whenever they're clinching, they're not really doing much in them. They're just trying to jostle each other and push each other back, whether it's McCarthy pushing back or Bill Smith, but left hook lands in there from Bill Smith. McCarthy definitely felt it. Shots to the body from Bill Smith go in. They go back into inside fight, and both guys right up close, but Bill Smith got the better of that exchange. Definitely was able to get out of range. Looking to land his shots again. Another left hook goes in. Bill Smith. He's having success with that left hook. He needs to carry on with that. McCarthy's not seeing that left hook coming. Struggling to adjust to that left hook that's coming in from Bill Smith because whenever it comes in, it's landing. That's a worry for Tommy McCarthy. If you're struggling to adjust to a specific shot, your opponent needs to keep throwing it basically. BT aren't even showing most of the swearing, so they should have to let it run. I hate it when BT do that. They're so frustrating. Sky are just as bad, to be fair. We apologise for the language. Yeah, good to that. Good to know. Oh, again, another counter left hook lands in there from Dylan Smith. He needs to leave that left hook. He needs to keep going with that. He's having good success finding McCarthy with that. Definitely needs to keep going with that left hook. Finding it when he throws it, landing it on McCarthy, having good success with it. He needs to follow through with that. He's having a much better round here in this third round. Much better round. McCarthy already starting to look like he's expanded a bit of energy. He's definitely, the mouth's opening a bit more now. Jab goes in. Oh, left hooks to land in from McCarthy. Bill Smith takes them, but keeps on going. Some good action. This is starting to heat up now, this fight in the third round. Bill Smith had his success, but McCarthy's also able to land his shots. It's been an interesting third round. It's been a close fight so far. I have it one apiece going into this round. And I'm just liking Bill Smith. Oh, good right hand lands from Tommy McCarthy. Bill Smith never seen it. Straight down the pipe. Both guys finding success here in this third round. Both guys having their moments. This is going to be a hard fight to score, people. Bit like the first fight. It's going to be a hard fight to score. But over the top right misses from Tommy McCarthy. 15 seconds to go here in the third round. Already both guys are looking tired. Oh, this is a even Steven fight to score so far. I think I will just edge that third round. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think I'll just edge that third round to Bill Smith, just slightly based on the cleaner punching. But McCarthy certainly had his success too, as Pete Taylor gives the instructions in the corner. Who Dale McLean says he was winning. I have, well, we're only 3 rounds in, mate. So go either way. But I have it, Bill Smith just slightly ahead at the minute. Those left hooks landed from Bill Smith, but he took some right hands in retaliation from McCarthy in that round. The jab landed for Bill Smith. McCarthy misses with a left hook, gets caught with one of his own. Legs definitely appear to buckle a little bit, but not exactly the strongest shot I've ever seen. So when your legs stiffen and the shot's not, you can tell it's not landed with full power and full authority. It's a bit of a worry. Right off the bat in this fourth round, 5 seconds into the fourth round, for anyone wants to know, we'll be on the commentary. Oh, some jabs go in from Bill Smith. McCarthy struggling to see that jab, also struggling. The lefts that are going in from Bill Smith, McCarthy seems to be struggling to see a lot of the shots on the left-hand side coming in. He's been hit with a few jabs and a few left hooks. The right hand he's been actually quite good at getting away with. Bill Smith's been neglecting that a little bit, to be fair. A lack of body punch from both men as well. Both guys seem convinced to just go head hunting. And Bellew agrees. Me and Bellew, first time we ever agreed on something, that Bill Smith won the first round, but he gave McCarthy the last 2. I can't really argue with that, to be fair. I could have had it either way, to be fair, but I just gave Bill Smith the third round. Been a very messy fight as far. Both guys been trying to fight up close, but they've been very sloppy and very messy. And the heads, as referee warns them about, the heads have been coming together very close sometimes. And both guys again find themselves in a clinch. Tommy McCarthy trying to push Bill Smith back each time he's doing it for reasons I do not know. But constantly when they get into a clinch, he's trying to lean his weight and push Bill Smith back, maybe hoping to drain Bill Smith. But again, both guys find themselves fighting up close, fighting on the inside. McCarthy getting the better of that. Missing with a couple of shots. Left hook goes in from Bill Smith. Right hand, short right hand, about 2 inches or 3 inches, travels from Bill Smith. Lands on McCarthy. Another left hook goes in from Bill Smith. Left hook lands. McCarthy's legs buckled. Legs are shaking. McCarthy's hurt. Took some shots up close from Bill Smith. Legs definitely buckled. Bill Smith lands a right hand. McCarthy takes it, still standing, trying to push Bill Smith back up to the ropes. McCarthy hurt here in the fourth round. The left hook, the legs still don't seem fully there. Bill Smith was having success with the left hook. McCarthy was struggling to see it. And a right hand goes in for Bill Smith, followed up by a left. McCarthy not seeing these shots coming, trying to fight back, but the legs look unsteady. Bill Smith with the free hand goes downstairs to the body of McCarthy. Referee breaks them up. Both guys in center ring. McCarthy trying to retaliate, trying to keep Bill Smith off. Bill Smith misses with an uppercut. Some good fighting here in the fourth round. Very good. Billum Smith definitely found his opening, found his range. McCarthy hurt, still doesn't look fully there as both guys fight up against the ropes. There's the free hand, so they're free to go. All this is benefiting McCarthy because it's giving him a chance to recover. And he lands his own shots on Billum Smith. Good work here in the fourth round from Chris Billum Smith. Hurt his man. His man was able to take it. But Billum Smith knows now he can hurt Tommy McCarthy. Uppercut lands in the inside from Billum Smith. And another right hand. McCarthy's defense is shocking in this fight. Take it. Whoa! Left hook from Billum Smith lands again. McCarthy at the end of that round, barely standing. Very poor round for Tommy McCarthy. Another round like that, and we may need to look about pulling this guy out. Because you can't keep taking headshots like that so consistently. Defense is not there. Defense just isn't there for Tommy McCarthy. A left hook land just at the top of the head, followed by another right hand at the top of the head, which is where the problem started for Tommy McCarthy. Legs definitely appeared to be unsteady. And they were unsteady at the end of this round as well. Be interesting to see what happens going into the fifth. But Billum Smith definitely got the better of that fourth round. No questions asked. And he had McCarthy hurt a couple of times. Pete Taylor reading the riot act as we get ready for round number 4. Let's go into the fourth round, or into the fifth round. Another left hook lands from Billum Smith. McCarthy still standing, retaliates, looking to throw his own shots on Billum Smith. Billum Smith backs McCarthy up against the ropes. Both guys seem to be taking a little breather here because both guys were looking to throw. Uppercut lands from Billum Smith on the inside. McCarthy looking to get back into the center of the ring. Billum Smith with the high guard, trying to bob, trying to feint, trying to move his way in. McCarthy trying to keep it at range, but again, takes a little shot in return. Uppercut on the inside again lands from Billum Smith. The amount of power punches thrown by both guys in the 100 mark now. So both guys not being short of wanting to hurt each other. But Billum Smith definitely the more accurate, definitely having the more success in this fight. Landing his shots up close and with greater authority. Tommy McCarthy struggling to keep Chris Billum Smith off and struggling to see a lot of these shots coming. Billum Smith, another left hook in there from Billum Smith on the inside. McCarthy takes it, retaliates. Bit messy up close, but McCarthy has that guard up, trying to protect himself, but does take a left hook still, struggling to stop that shot coming through. Swing and a miss from McCarthy. Billum Smith pushing McCarthy back. Maybe he feels up against the ropes is his best chance to land his shots. Right hand lands in from Billum Smith. McCarthy looks like the wind's out of his sails at this point. Seems to be struggling with the pace in here. And the referee again warns both guys about the heads. Heads coming together very close. Uppercuts go in from Billum Smith again. That's a new weapon he's put into his arsenal. Tommy McCarthy needs to be wary of that as well if he's have any hope in this fight. But it is all Chris Billum Smith landing his shots up close. McCarthy looking to retaliate, looking to throw his shots in. But it seems like a lot of the speed has gone out of those shots. A lot of the power as well will go with that speed. McCarthy having a bit more success now. Going to Billum Smith's body. Billum Smith backs him up against the ropes, lands some right hands, lands a left hook there. Big left hook from Billum Smith goes in. McCarthy takes it, keeps on going. And McCarthy now up close, looking to retaliate with 45 seconds to go here in the fifth round. It's really starting to heat up nicely now, this fight. Both guys looking to leave it all in the ring, throwing these shots. Right hand goes in from McCarthy, misses. Billum Smith has a chance to fire off some shots, doesn't. McCarthy, warned by the referee, heads again coming together very, very close. They need to be careful with that. 25 seconds to go here in round number 5. It's been a fast starting fight. It's been very entertaining thus far. Both guys really looking to get in and really looking to get all their shots off. And both guys, quiet end to this fifth round. McCarthy going to Billum Smith's body, up against the ropes. Lands some left hooks there at the inside. Not too bad end of a round from McCarthy, but in a round that definitely was a Billum Smith round. And I think he's pulling clear now. I've only given McCarthy the second round. It's Chris Billum Smith pulling clear on G-Man's unofficial scorecard. I have it 4 rounds to 1. 4 rounds to 1 to Chris Billum Smith. We're not past the halfway point yet. Have a few quid. Looking at some of these replays, I think there's a little bit of blood coming from the nose of McCarthy. And Bill Smith just happy to sit there on the ropes. Happy to get them shots in on McCarthy. And McCarthy not really having much to answer for, truth be told. Shots going in from Bill Smith. They look to have a lot more authority than the shots that are going in from McCarthy. As we get ready for round number 6. The co-main, the main event awaits. We're 5 seconds into the 6th round. Both guys still jostling for position. Both guys using the jab, but it's not really being used much. A lot of this fight's been fought up close. A lot of hooks, a lot of uppercuts, a lot of short right hands. Lead jab there from Bill Smith. Definitely had the better of the jab so far. As we look at Bellew's scorecard, he now has Bill Smith ahead correctly. I agree with him on that. But McCarthy is not yet out of this. There's still a little bit of life there left. And he's definitely made a stronger start to the 6th round. He's landed some shots on Bill Smith. Maybe Bill Smith missed there. But now Bill Smith is in the territory which he likes. He's got McCarthy backed up against the ropes. He's looking to work in bursts. Taking breathers and getting his shots off. But McCarthy turns Bill Smith and then opens up on his shots. So McCarthy able to find Bill Smith. Leads in with a left hook. Bill Smith takes it. Retaliates with the jab, but misses. McCarthy lands a right hand. Bill Smith retaliates, finds McCarthy with some left hooks, going to the body of McCarthy now. McCarthy looking to get his shots. A lot of the steam is leaving Tommy McCarthy's shots by the looks of things. Does not seem to have the same poise or the same tenacity in the shots that we saw early on. This both guys just wrestling up against the ropes. As fun as this fight's been to watch, there's been a lot of rounds where it's been very messy in there. Extremely messy, actually. Extremely. Some more shots go in from Bill Smith up close. He's got McCarthy backed up in the neutral corner. I think he's looking to fight in spots now. Both guys have thrown a lot of shots so far in this fight. They've been really leaving it in there. Left hook goes in from McCarthy. And now it's getting very messy. We're 40 seconds to go here in the 6th round. Very, very messy from both guys. Both guys are already starting to look tired. They put a lot of effort into this fight already. Some left hooks go in from McCarthy. Lands a right hand on Bill Smith. Bill Smith looking tired already. As is McCarthy. Been fought at quite a pace this fight. Fought at quite a pace. But it's a much better round for the Northern Irishman. Much better round. Oh, some shots go in from McCarthy. Again, this 6th round is going the way of the Northern Irishman. Much better round for Tommy McCarthy compared to the last 2. McCarthy never seems to have the engine once it goes by 6. Yeah, I know. He's always been a bit of a... I don't know what it is. And Pete Taylor has his guys in good shape. Like, he does a lot of work with them. But maybe McCarthy's one of them guys who just, no matter what he does, his engine is always going to be poor. You could put him on whatever diet, you could put him on whatever training regime, he'll always struggle to maintain pace. I don't know why. It could be maybe he doesn't look like a weightlifter, to be fair, but maybe he is one of them guys who just, his body is just too big for his lungs. And maybe that's it. I can't think that it could be any other way. But a much better round for Tommy McCarthy in that 6th round. Bill Smith had a success as well. But personally, I felt that Tommy McCarthy was able to outwork him in that round. The heads coming very close together though in that round, several times. Round 7 underway, halfway point of this scheduled 12 rounder. It's been a fun little watch so far, lads. I gotta say, it's been a fun little watch. McCarthy and Smith. actually coming out looking to box in this round. Both guys. Whoa! Left hook lands from Bill Smith, or from McCarthy, I should say. And Bill Smith just kind of took a step back. Definitely seemed to feel that left hook from McCarthy, who's not a noted puncher, I might add. Not someone who's known for his brute force and punching power. Bill Smith, the same could be said, but he's got more of a record of being a decent puncher anyway. Heads come very close together there. McCarthy maybe looking to box more in this round, looking to preserve himself because he's definitely punching and moving. Not looking to stand his ground, but he does miss on Bill Smith there. That will wear you out if you are starting to run out of fumes. Whoa, whoa, right hand from Bill Smith. McCarthy's legs buckle. Another right hand goes in from Bill Smith. McCarthy feeling them. Very poor defense, was standing upright. Legs definitely buckled a bit. Whoa, another right hand goes in from Bill Smith. McCarthy just no head movement to speak of. Looks to retaliate his own shots. Very poor defense from Tommy McCarthy. Extremely poor. Not seeing any of these shots coming, giving no head movement at all. As the referee breaks them in the neutral corner, they both look to take centre ring center stage again in the middle of the ring. McCarthy, for all his success in the last round, he's really given it away in this round. Too easy to hit, and too easy to hit with big shots, and swinging a lot on his own shots. You'd never think this was a very good amateur in the Irish system. But looking to work up close again. Has Bill Smith backed up against the ropes. But Bill Smith finds McCarthy. McCarthy off balance. Bill Smith able to land a few jabs, swinging off balance. Not good look. Much better round for Bill Smith. McCarthy with the mouth wide open. Looks absolutely jaded already. Yes, the fight's been fought at a good pace, but still. It was fought at a good pace the first time. You should have known that was always going to happen. 30 seconds to go here in the 7th round. McCarthy and Smith. A very good fight, but Tommy McCarthy looking very tired. Not a good look for McCarthy at all. If you're this tired after only 7 rounds of action and you've got a further half of a fight to go, not a good look. He's taking right hands a lot in this round. He's taking a lot of shots in this fight. And again, takes another swing from Bill Smith. Looks to throw some body shots, misses with a left hook. Bill Smith's able to find Tommy McCarthy. Swing and a miss again. And Bill Smith counters. Very, very poor from McCarthy. Definitely around going the way of Chris Bill Smith. Much, much better performance this time around for Bill Smith. Definitely winning this fight a lot more clearly in my eyes than he did the first fight. As we see Conor Benn getting warmed up. The main event will be next. That is the next fight on this card. I would imagine it is what time now? It is just on 10 o'clock. So I would imagine that we will have this fight more than likely in, I want to say the next hour, or the next half hour, I would say. I say half 10 we'll get this fight over the line. McCarthy looks heavier than Bill Smith. Bill Smith's a unit as well at 200 pounds, but McCarthy definitely looks bigger. He does. McCarthy is definitely not a small cruiserweight by no stretch of the imagination, but he definitely looks tired in there. Definitely. 10 seconds into the 8th round, by the way, if anyone wants to know. McCarthy and Smith. Left hook lands in there from Bill Smith. McCarthy in the last round was having success. He tried to box a bit, and I think he should have kept with that game plan because when he did box, Bill Smith was missing. The problem is McCarthy's technique was quite poor. Now, Bellew gave the 6th round to Bill Smith. I actually gave that round to McCarthy. But him and me both agree that Bill Smith is in the lead of this fight, that he is winning this fight on both our scorecards. And there's no doubt he's winning these rounds, in my opinion, certainly. There's no doubt Bill Smith is the guy winning these rounds as he backs McCarthy up again the ropes, where both guys have had their success. And Bill Smith, in the exchanges that are doing up close, Bill Smith's been having more success. McCarthy's been swinging, putting himself off balance. Yeah, Bill Smith is definitely limited. I'll admit that. I'd say European level. This fight kind of thing right here is his limit. I wouldn't see him going anywhere near world level. Oh, whoa! Shots going in again. Oh, big right hand from Billum Smith. McCarthy felt that. Left hooks go in from Billum Smith. Another. Oh, wow. And down goes McCarthy. And that may be curtains. He does not look like he's going to get up. The referee counting. He's going to wave it off. He's not going to make it. Billum Smith, 8-round knockout. There we go. How we doing? How you like that? It was coming. It was coming. Billum Smith, McCarthy, it was coming. You definitely couldn't argue with that. There was doubt the first time around. Billum Smith leaves no doubt this time around. 8-round knockout victory over Tommy McCarthy in what was a fairly entertaining fight, I have to say. It started off a bit slow, but as the fight progressed, it did get a lot more entertaining, and I did actually enjoy that fight, now I have to say. McCarthy did look. McCarthy, even in the first round, had a look of a. He had a strange look about him. Even in the first round, it kind of looked like he was like a fish out of water. Maybe he knew that the camp wasn't going particularly well, and maybe he knew his best chance was early because he didn't have the fatigue, or didn't have the stamina to go late. That's the only thing I can envision, because he looked knackered after 6, and he was getting hit far too clean for my liking. Far too clean. Got to get the old cranberry juice. I went shopping today. I made sure to get some. Look at that. Look at that. It's not a watch along without cranberry juice. You know that? Like next week is Fury White. Obviously, we're doing a watch along for that. You guys can imagine. I might even go a bit mad next week. I might just do it. I might go a bit mad next week and get something a little bit stronger than that. Maybe. Maybe. Laura's on the water. Just as good. I don't have any water with me tonight. I said I'd only just stick with the cranberry juice, but I might even get a bottle of beer. A bottle of beer next week for the main event. Who knows? Big up G-Man, big up to Nick every single time. Big up to you, my friend. I'm watching it with my sons to stop the show. Always got to make time for the family, mate. Smash the like button. If you could, lads, we've got 68 in the chat. And if you could smash the like button, I would greatly appreciate that. It would definitely help you, boy, out. Help me get to, help me get as quick as I can to the old 8K mark, which would be sweet. I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that, because I got 7,060 subs now at the minute, which is quite good. No, it's quite good. It's quite good. I only hit 7K last week. And yeah, if I can get to that mark, it'd be even better. We got Fury White on this week, and I've got videos planned all week. I have something in the pipeline for tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Monday. Most of the hard work is done on it. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but most of the hard work is done on it. It's just a case of getting the final touches finished. Whether we can get that done by tomorrow, I don't know. I hope we can. If not Monday. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Cunningham just won. Oh yeah, and had Cooper as well. How did Boxer go? I'd like to know how Ryland Charlton went. I like that guy. He seems a legit guy. Beer next week, 100%. Yeah. You should get Dunn Stores to sponsor you. Dunn Stores are like a joke of a place. But they do good. It's all right. We have super value here. I'd rather Dunn Stores over super value, definitely. Get a few beers and get half a cup for a laugh will be better. Yeah. I'll definitely get the beers, probably anyway, more than likely. More than likely. Because we're doing, like, the problem with the watch along for Fury White is I could care less about the undercard. Sort of way. So it's going to be really hard to kind of motivate. When you're doing a watch along, sometimes you need to start, say, like an hour and a bit earlier. So I'll probably start about 8:30 for that watch along. But the problem is, right, I don't really want to be. I want to watch it, but I want to start earlier. But the fights are so crap. I just thought I was going to be sitting there like, oh, Just get this fight over with. Get this fight over with. Like, and it's hard sometimes because when there's a card down that you're not interested in. Like I wasn't interested in any of the fights on the undercard. I just didn't watch them. I was watching the new Vikings Valhalla, which is good. I recommend it on Netflix. I was watching that, and then came time to do this because the fights that were on are the fights I cared about. So and I normally watch a lot of boxing. I watch a lot of it, but just the fights on this undercard, there was just none that were like, oh, they were all just like same with the Queensbury one was even worse. That was even worse. Much love, G-Man, in the chat. Big up to Tom Tums every single time. Appreciate the support. Yeah, I think Ben wins in it. I think he put money on it. I would say third or fourth round. Third or fourth round for me. As I said, my biggest fear for the Ben fight is that Chris Van Hayden is just looking for a moral victory and go to 12 rounds, in which case I reckon he might come to spoil. And I really hope that doesn't happen. Like, I mean, really hope that does not happen. I would not like to see that. 12 rounds of spoiling. Eh. Please, God, no. I don't want that. Hopefully, we get Conor Benn, gets this fight out of the way, and then we can see him in the summer, hopefully in a real fight. Obviously, I'd love the Avanesian fight. Can't see it happening, but look, Mean Machine, Maurice Hooker, even I know Hooker probably is. Hooker is probably. I'd probably pick Benavidez over Maurice Hooker at this stage, or not Benavidez. What's the guy's name? Avanesian over Maurice Hooker at this stage. I would, yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't be as peeved with that as I would be if they just dug up like Adrian Broner. I swear to God, I hope to God, no. I hope that's not it. But Maurice Hooker, I wouldn't complain. It'd certainly be a step in the right direction. It would certainly be a fight that I could definitely see Conor Benn losing. I would still pick him to win. I would, but definitely for me, Maurice Hooker, I wouldn't complain. Obviously, I don't want to see him against Broner because Broner is shot to pieces. I don't want to see him in there against another, Chris Algieri or this guy. I want to see him in with competitive fights. I think Eddie Hearn knows himself that Ben's ceiling is only so high, so he doesn't want to risk. He'd only put him in a fight that he knew he could win. That's why I have a looking at it. That's why I have a looking at it. If he was looking to match him with someone at the upper echelons, he'd only want him in with someone he knows he can beat, not someone who's going to cause him any problems. I want to see him fight Garcia. Mikey Garcia, can't see that happening, to be honest with you, mate. Yeah, I think someone has that. It was Bill Smith, knocked him out in 8 rounds. England had a critic commentator, Dermot Reeves, or Revs. Turned out he was commentating on Channel 5 cricket while on the old how you doing? Not a bother. Danny Garcia. Oh man, he beat the crap out of Conor Benn. Even now. Let's see who won. I'm just gonna do a box rec on it and see who won it. If it's even still going on. Ryland Charlton. That's who I was kind of hoping. He seems a cool guy. Let's see how he is. Let's see what he's at. Oh, they haven't even updated box rec yet. Yeah, they haven't even updated box rec yet, so no idea who's winning that. No idea. I heard Jason Cunningham won his fight. Let's have a look, see how that card went. Was there anything any remotely interesting on the BT? I didn't watch the BT, so he won it by a 6 round stoppage. Yeah, that guy was undefeated, but that means zilch. That guy means zilch. Charlton in the semi-final next. Okay, cool. Here's hoping he can get the job done. Andrew Kane won. Nathan Heaney is he's fun to watch, but he is going nowhere. Like absolutely nowhere. He is pretty damn garbage, is Nathan Heaney. Again, no disrespect to the guy. He might be a lovely guy, but just in terms of where he's going, I can't see Nathan Heaney's ceiling being that far, to be honest with you. I really can't. Yeah, that would actually be a fun little scrap. Who's Rocky Fielding fighting again? Isn't he fighting someone? Could have sworn. Remember Caleb Plant? They were on about him at one stage, but I think thankfully that's not going to happen because Rocky Fielding versus Plant. Are you kidding me? He's meant to be fighting on one of them Probellum shows, but I just cannot for the life of me remember who. Let's see, Rocky Fielding. Who is he fighting next? Or has he even got a fight lined up? Yeah, he's actually fighting next week against TBA. He is fighting TBA next week. That's on the Probellum show that is in Bolton, as far as I believe. Headlined by Jean Real Casimiro. Jean Real Casimiro against Paul Butler. Oh boy, I don't like that fight. Don't think that fight's gonna go too well for Paul Butler. Did George Davey win? I have no idea. No idea, mate. Cranberry juice or vodka? No, there's no vodka. There's no vodka in the old cranberry. Big up to Sean every time. Good evening. Good evening to you, my man. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're doing good. So I reckon we're not too far from the main event. This could be an early one for us all. I expect to be going till after 11. This could be an early one for us all. Hopefully. I do think that sometimes when they do try and speed these shows up whenever that does happen. So I'm crossing everything that they do exactly that because, you know, you know, this card's been an absolute stinker. It has this. It's not been great. It's not been great. I've not really enjoyed it too much to be honest with you. But next week we will. Next week we got a really good show on next week, and I cannot. Well, not show. It's not a good show. We've got a really good fight next week. Fury White. I can't wait for that. I know everyone else can't wait for it. And as I said, I've got a lot planned this week. I have a good few things planned for that this week. Now, obviously, there's going to be other things going on as well. No way. Sad to see Terry Flanagan is working in home base. No way. Terry Flanagan, a former world champion, recent world champion as well. How did you see that, mate? He's only 32. Wow, I thought he was way older than that. Terry Flanagan's only 32. Jeez, people, I thought he was way older than 32. Or younger than 30. Or, yeah, older, I should say. Where does it say he's working at home base? Terry Flanagan. And he was in the. Oh, he served you at home base? Jesus. In Stockport, yeah. He's not fought since 2019. Jesus. He had that fight against Regis Prograis. And that was, or not Regis Prograis, he did fight Regis Prograis and he lost. But he had that fight against Maurice Hooker. And that was on the Fury Safiri undercard in Manchester. If he'd have won that, and that was split, remember that. If he'd have won that, Warren would have milked that WBO title for all it's worth. I think it was WBO. He'd have milked that for all it's worth. I don't know, to be honest with you. It's a good question. Like he fought into the end of 2019. He fought on it was an MTK show, I think actually. He fought on that, and then he's not done anything since. And again, I didn't realize Flanagan was as young as he is. He's only 32, so he still has four, 4 years maybe in the sport, 3, 4 years realistically. So that surprised me. What did? And he's not fought. Obviously, 2020 was a bit of a write off for everyone. Crap year. But Last year wasn't too bad. This year, we'll wait and see. I reckon they are going to be getting the ring walks pretty damn soon. And he said he didn't want to talk about it. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good. Okay, Diamante, the man who had such bad injuries, but it took him 70 days to recover. Yeah. I do wonder about that. But hey, so Chris Van Hayden walking to the ring. Oh my good lord, he looks absolutely shot to pieces just walking to the ring. As we are getting an early main event. I still have loads of this. I still have loads of this left. So how am I going to get through that? I'm going to have to keep talking and drinking. Because I reckon this fight's going to be over in a couple of rounds. Over in a few rounds. I'm just thinking, right, if I'm going to get alcohol in next week, I barely ever drink. If I do get alcohol in next week and I do like a 2 hour live stream, God, how long before I start slurring my speeches? I reckon about 2 drinks and I'll be slurring. I'll be talking. I'll be saying, Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury. Yeah, that'd be me after about like 2 drinks. So Chris Van Hayden walking to the ring. Thank God, it's only what? 20 past 10. Not bad. Yeah, that was sad. I remember when he won, when he beats Alpha Barrett, he won. Now, it was only a minor IBF kind of tricket title, but when he beats Alpha Barrett and won that, he tried to sell it for about $1,000 because he wanted to get his son a birthday present. It's like, what do you say? Like, it just shows, like, you get boxers like AJ and all that. No knock on him, but you see AJ like and how rich he is, and it's like that's only the rarities. I mean, Terry Flanagan was a world champion. He had it for a couple of years, and now he has to work a day job. Crazy. Yeah, so I knew about that. How's the DAZN card been? Watching Boxer and BT cards? It's been crap. Simple as. It's been just crap. But the last fight wasn't too bad. But yeah, 3 cards on 3 different platforms. Yeah, it's not great. Very sad about Flanagan. 13-0 at one point. Hopefully he gets at least the house out of the game. It really is. It's a case of who you're with and how lucky you get. Like, I've seen fighters who have they had world title shots? No, I've seen fighters who've never had world title shots, and boxing's been good enough to them that they are able to buy a house and at least live comfortably, very comfortably. Not even have world title shots. And they're not heavyweights. And you see someone like Flanagan, who is a world champion, has been a world champion, defended that title, could have been a two-weight world champion, and it just is like, what the hell? Yeah, Conor, like that guy looked out of it just on the way. G-Man's got the brain to explain things properly. Some of these commenters are, man, I don't, I just can't listen to DAZN. I like Andy Lee, obviously, and I'd say it honestly. Ade knows I would say it. I think Ade is great on here, and I would say it if he was saying if Ade said something silly, I'd be like, what are you saying that for? No, I think Ade does a great job. Ade does a great job because he's no background in media. If you think about it, so he's never been. They've never said to Ade, you need to speak like this and do this and do this, which is what kind of they do. Like in college, they would. In college, they get you to speak a certain way, and Ade doesn't speak that way. It's a good thing he doesn't. So Ade is great because he's not media trained. When you got someone like that fool Chris Lloyd, and he is a fool, he's just bland, dead banter. I mean, Eddie Hearn, really, the cream of the crop. Well, he clearly went to the cream of the crop of a Scottish restaurant and brought them there because that's not the cream of the crop. Yeah, Scott Fitzgerald, it's Scott Fitzgerald, like it's sad. I loved watching Scott Fitzgerald in the ring, and it's just to see the way he's gone. It's like, mate, like I do wonder if boxing hadn't ceased, in 2020 for as long as it did. Would Scott Fitzgerald have gone that? Because I've been saying that, like, ifs and buts. Only here because I don't like the commentary lately, either too biased or boring. I think they're both. I think they're shite. Simple as. You're on your own with the Ade hype. Well, Hat Manager is, you know. I think Ade does a fantastic job on there. And again, it's because he's not got the media background, he's not full of all this, shiny, happy. Apologies. Ade is just what you see is what you get, and that's cool. But this main event's going to be over pretty quick, lads, believe me. Yeah, I'd say Coogan's leg shaped. And then he started sweating because he's worried about thing. I still want G-Man. I still want G-Man and Chris Andre to be commentators on a major channel or boxing platform. You can imagine how good that would be. And we'd have banter. Because you know me, I love the old sarcastic remarks. Because why not? If you see something that you think is something funny, just say it. Just say it. He looks a bit like Triple G when he's standing up there. See Van Heerden, the way he was doing that dance, he looked a bit like Triple G there. Honestly, he literally looked like Triple G Gennady Golovkin there. If you could, lads and lassies, we got 80 in the building. If you could, smash the like button. If anyone's new, you hit the subscribe button. It's just there. It's still there. So Benn Van Heerden. What do you think Rob Tepper is going to do next? I rate his knowledge. Your guess is as good as mine, mate. Honestly, took me a bit by surprise that he was walking away from Boxing Social. I know back at the start of last year, he set up his own channel. I was just doing interviews. Now, he only done a few, but he was interviewing I forget exactly who he was. I forget who exactly he had on, but it was just people in different genres, not boxing. It was just different genres. So I reckon maybe Rob Tepper is looking to go down that road, maybe set up his own channel and just do interviews with maybe boxers, but just with people in general. Just this person, that person, this person, that person. I listen to a girl called Evelyn Ray. She's Australian on YouTube, and she does something like that where she just gets a lot of people in, but one at a time, Joe Rogan kind of style, and does the interviewing there. Both guys getting their instructions. Man, this fight's going to be over quick. This man is going to be over. This fight's going to be over quick, people. Very quick. I'm not expecting first round, but I'm expecting soon. Soon. Very soon. Pretty soon. He looks so like Triple G, does Van Heerden. Alright, here we go. First round. Benn probing straight away. Chris Van Heerden buying the feints. Benn backs Van Heerden up again the rope straight away. Again, Conor Benn looks a lot fresher. You only right hand goes in from Conor Benn, looking to be aggressive early on. Van Heerden holds. Benn's speed is telling straight away. I mean, Van Heerden apparently he done the weight bad. People were saying he didn't do the weight right at all. So that will show. That will definitely show in this fight. Conor Benn, I reckon, the stoppage will come with a body shot. That's what I reckon. And straight away, Van Heerden looks old in there. Just looks very old. Trying to retaliate on Conor Benn. Gets a few shots in, to be fair, but never known as a devastating puncher. Never been known as one of them. Conor Benn again, looking for an opening. Looking to maybe set up the right hand like he did against Chris Algieri, where he just was able to set up the jab, came over the top of Algieri's shot, and then boom. I wonder is Benn looking to do something similar? Looking to set something up in there. Van Heerden's a bit more active. Takes a left hook. I think the referee kind of blocked the vision of that one. Van Heerden hold, but it looked like Benn led with a left hook. It certainly landed. Benn backs Van Heerden up again. Benn in this first round. Oh, some shots go in, but Van Heerden's able to ride them shots well. Benn looking to land up close. The head moving again from Conor Benn. Looks on point. Looks good. He's able to get a left hook in there on Van Heerden. There's precious little coming back. Precious little. Ben even looks physically stronger in there. I would imagine that's down to the fact that Ben Heerden did the weight pretty wrong. He may have rehydrated more, but he's definitely not done the weight right, and that's going to tell down the stretch. Definitely. Ben just looking to get in close, just looking to use his speed, looking to use his freshness, and looking to get his shots landed in on Van Heerden. There's not much coming in on these. A lot of these are arm punches. He's not even extending with a lot of these shots. So Conor Benn is seeing these shots coming, and he's just saying, I'll take these on the gloves, or I'll even take a few of these on the chin. There's nothing on them. And I'll hit you with a right hand, and you'll feel that. Not too many clean shots. There's a clean shot there from Conor Benn that landed on Van Heerden. It was jab, went in, rocks the head back. Van Heerden, very little coming, very little to offer in terms of the way of offense. Ben just looking to keep with the head movement. He's looking to get in. Does take a jab for his troubles on the way in. When you say since a puncher since Payneau, I wouldn't even say Payneau was a puncher, mate, to be honest with you. So like literally no, I think Payneau is not a puncher. Yeah, people you could say like, oh, but his punching power might be underestimated. I'm telling you now, the way he was throwing them shots, he didn't have power on them shots, and they were still hurting Ben. They are going to keep him well away from punchers, well away. You could argue that he's never fought a puncher at all, because again, those shots Payneau was hitting them with, I didn't see. You can tell with some fighters, even if they don't have a lot of knockouts, that there's good power there. You can tell, and I did not see that with Payneau at all. I saw a guy who was just throwing arm shots, and Ben was on cuckoo, was going on la legs when he was getting hit with them. He looked like GGG in terms of the posture. He does actually look a bit. He looks a bit like Kovalev as well. There's a bit of Sergei Kovalev there as well, I think. But yeah, definitely you're right there. He does actually look a lot like Pulev, actually, now you say it. Ben, one thing Van Heerden has is he does seem to have the longer reach. He can mess Conor Benn around with that. Potentially could mess Conor Benn around with the longer reach if it comes to it. Now Ben a bit off balance there. You see, he falls back on his back leg. He just doesn't fall down, but you can see he's having to reset his position. Gives Van Heerden the chance to get away. He's just trying to be a bit negative in here. He's just trying to fiddle Conor Benn around. Use some of these veteran tactics, staying out of the way. Ben with a right hand lands on the top of his head of Van Heerden. Van Heerden hurt. Ben looking to finish. Uppercuts go in. Down goes Van Heerden in the second round. And he does not look like he's going to get up. Waved off. Round 2. Conor Benn. Well, is anyone surprised? Not particularly. Not particularly. Bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it? Yeah. Bit of an anticlimax. That's it's yeah. Look, we all expected it. To be fair, I saw that coming, but what did we learn? We didn't learn much. I mean, that was pretty much just Conor Benn. One big shot. Buzz Van Heerden a bit. Yeah, you could say he got him out there quicker than Errol Spence did, but that was a much fresher Van Heerden back then. And Errol Spence is extremely talented. That was 2015. Yeah. Well, I'll do a post-fight review of that because I said I would. I genuinely expect to be going on a lot longer than that. I really did. I really expect to be going on quite a bit more than that, to be fair. But we'll call it quits for the night. I hope you all enjoy it. Said commentary. You know, I had fun. I still had fun. We still had a bit of fun. We still had some laughs in here. There's 106 people in the chat. What are your thoughts on it? We might keep it for another few minutes. What are your thoughts on it? And if you haven't, if you're just new, if you're just dropping by, hit the old subscribe, hit the old like button. The Zone are in trouble with main events like this. The Zone are in deep trouble. The Zone and Eddie Hearn, well, the Zone are losing money. We know that. We know the Zone are losing money. We know that. And with main events like this and cards like this, like, it was fun doing the watch along, but in reality, I probably could have got away with just doing absolutely nothing at all. To be honest with you, mate, to be honest. It was kind of like a glorified next gen show. It really was. That was a really poor come out with big name boxers. Broner, Garcia, yeah, he is small for a welterweight. He definitely is. I'd say Ben has okay power. I'd say it's fair, but I wouldn't say it's anything. I, I'd say like if you have a decent chin, it would take more than a few shots to put you down. Thoughts on Tank and Floyd? Well, they've been having issues for years now. I mean the whole Floyd Mayweather Tank thing. A member of Floyd's family and Tank Davis, that was something there. It's all over. That was in 2018. That's why Tank was so inactive. It's all over before 10:30. Never mind starting at 10:30. You knew Conor blown away. Yeah, I know. Pretty crap main event to be honest with you. People, I'll do a quick post fight now. I'll call it quits on here for the night. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Did. As I said, if you haven't already, hit subscribe. For now, I'll talk to you in a wee bit. I'll get this post fight up, and yeah, we'll talk this.